Hello, I am Emmanuel Juka, the Programs Coordinator for Young People with Care. It's quite unfortunate our main project on Global Education Goes Local did not come on due to the recent pandemic that hit the whole world. But it shouldn't put us off into this project. I'm glad we're using the technological means to approach this project. This is an EU project, and Young People with Care, as an organization based in Ghana, is ever happy and willing to join this cause.
My name is Michael Bwampo, and I'm the founder and executive director of Young People with Care. As an organization, one of the things that we've been looking at in terms of promoting youth leadership and also developing evidence-based research has to do with the area of internal and international migration.
So for those of you who doesn't know about Young People with Care, it's an organization based in Ghana, in Kumasi, which is one region of the country. And what we do is to educate young people and to inform them on global issues. So we have a lot of collaborations with institutions based here in Kumasi, and we work hand in hand to educate them on the Sustainable Development Goals, which is a major goal that this project is seeking to address on Goal 5, Goal 11, and Goal 12.
Education, they say, is the backbone of every economy, and for this reason, the government of Ghana has rolled out a policy to make education free from the basic school level to the secondary school level. This policy also serves as Ghana's contribution to the Sustainable Development Goals. The SDG 4 seeks to ensure inclusive and equitable education and promotes lifelong opportunities for all.
Over the years, about 12% of youth are underemployed or unemployed in the Sub-Saharan part of Africa. So have come together to help with unemployment rates in this country. In 2004, the government came out with this policy called National Employment Policy, which linked agriculture to other economic sector of the country. In 2015, they came out with Youth Employment Agency, where the youth between the ages of 15 to 35 apply to get jobs.
As a matter of fact, in Ghana, unemployment rate is 19%, and at the same time, about 50% of young people are underemployed.
So, what we do as an organization is to work hand in hand with institutions, NGOs based here in Kumasi, in Accra, or the whole part of Ghana, and also internationally. And this project tells it all. But our main focus as an organization is to bring everybody on board, because we believe that everybody is part of the solution. And in order to be part of the solution, we have to work accordingly in order to achieve the SDGs by 2030. Our main focus as an organization on the SDGs involves the Goal 4, bringing quality education and promoting lifelong opportunities for all. But one thing that we realize is that persons with disabilities are usually marginalized. They are usually sidelined when it comes to achieving such goals. So what we did as an organization is to approach a disability-based school here in Kumasi to work hand in hand with them. And in order to work hand in hand, we are looking at providing entrepreneurial training for them. So we take them through practical hand-on training to be able to achieve some basic skills for themselves. As part of our project for 2020 and 2021 is to work on giving them an IT-based training. So there are some of them that do not have any form of IT training or I've never seen the computer. So we're looking at giving them basic IT training in terms of using softwares, Microsoft Offices, be able to type and all that. So that's what we're looking at doing from beginning of January 2021. This is a project we believe that once you give them that quality lifelong learning opportunities, they can practically use them themselves and be able to achieve something for themselves. So we believe that everybody is part of the solution and that we can't leave them behind in terms of achieving the 2030 agenda of the SDGs.
For this reason, YPWC, as an organization concerned with the well-being of the youth, launched a campaign titled Adolescent Parenthood Education Among the Adolescents in Ghana in Ethiopia, one of the communities that contributed to the high rate of teenage pregnancy recorded by the Ghana Health Service in the Ashanti region. They launched the campaign as their contribution in curbing the adolescent parenthood in Ghana.
I'm very much delighted that there is this conversation about the sustainable development goals and also looking into the everyday lives of young people in Ghana. And I hope that this conversation would help us to foster the needed social inclusion and sustainable development that we would want to see in 2030.
What we do as an organization is to foster and build a more sustainable partnership with institutions based here in Ghana and then abroad. So we work on projects together, and this is no other different as compared to our project. We are more than happy to work hand in hand with EU organizations, and as part of it, it's more or less going to be a dialogue between young people from European and Africa. So we are going to dialogue together and share ideas on making this a more sustainable, looking at a holistic and a sustainable approach.
Recently, the government have come up with other models, 7 models for graduates into the government sector, like to be employed into the government sector to gain the skills to apply for future jobs. We deals with civic, revenue, digitize, also anything that can help the youth in their interpersonal skills to gain jobs. But still, we are faced with a lot of challenges because some youth say the money given is too small for their upkeep. Others think their qualification is not up to what the government is offering. So still, the government is trying to find ways and means.
When we look at demographic trends, Ghana in itself has a very youthful population. And when we look across most European countries where population is aging and there is a likelihood for a shortfall in the working population, it's very prudent that policies look into options where there can be international cooperation for young people to move maybe on a seasonal basis or on short-term basis to work in most of the advanced countries to fill up the labor force. And that in itself would help us as a global society to respond to each other's needs whilst contributing to development both in Ghana and also in European countries. As an organization, because we have for our mission that we would want to champion young people's voices and leadership in policy making, we always continue to advocate with government, especially in the formulation of national youth policies recently, which I have been involved in, and also reviewing the previous policy, the youth policy from 2010. One of the things that we've been advocating for is for government to harness migration, and also not just to focus on migration as an outward project, but then also create local opportunities for young people to remain at home. And what does that mean? It would mean for us to align our education system to local realities so that young people after completing school are able to find a decent work at home. At the same time, also creating opportunities where young people in the diaspora, the Ghanaian diaspora, can return back home and contribute to national development. Also, we have been very influential at the global scene in working with platforms like the Global Forum on Migration and Development to make sure that young people's voices are represented. I'm very much delighted that there is this conversation about the Sustainable Development Goals and also looking into the everyday lives of young people in Ghana. And I hope that this conversation would help us to foster the needed social inclusion and sustainable development that we would want to see in 2030. Thank you very much.